so blind because I'm looking at our viewfinder right now and I'm like, I look like just a mountain of hair.
This is great. You can join the blind club.
I don't want to.
It's a great club.
I saw this TikTok too that was it had someone like wave to the camera and then they walked back like X amount of distance.
Yeah.
And then it's like your view, normal view, and then 0.5 view. And then so just showing the same clip over and over and it's getting blurrier and blurrier. And it gets up to my partner's vision as I believe 3 or 3.5, something like that.
Is it negative?
Yeah. Yeah, 3.5, something like that. And then so when it got to that, I was like, whoa, is that what it was like for you?
On today's episode of Gab and Claire are the same person, that's also my prescription.
Wait, no way.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it, you two.
It's actually kind of weird how similar we are.
I love it and I think it's adorable. And then other times I'm like, wow, I just have a type. And
we have a type.
We made jokes before, but I was like, oh, I've dated a little bit of everything. I don't have a type. And then I meet you and Gab, and it's like, I may have a kind of a type.
Her type is me.
Oh, what was it? Gab made a reference to something, and he's like, I've been told to have a happy marriage, and I was like, excuse you, slow your roll. And then I was like, oh wait, you're talking about me and Claire. It wasn't some, I don't know, he said something about you, and then he said that comment, and I was like, what? And I was like, oh, you met my wife. Okay, cool.
Yes.
He knows where he stands in this relationship.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
For what?
This fact. I'm glad to know that he knows his place.
Yeah. I feel like I, in general, both of us have asserted that very early on. Mm-hmm. So he had no escape from that.
Yeah. It's just what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, speaking of vision and stuff, if you guys are watching this.
Oh. Ooh, them segue. Ooh. Can't touch her.
Mm-hmm. You can see all these wicked dance moves we're doing right now. If you're watching the videos, you should be. If you're not,
I can't.
Yeah, I feel like we're now back to the purplish, bluish midnight vibe.
Back to Midnight Memo.
Yes, now that Spooktober is over.
Ooh,
Tears.
dropping sick rhymes, my guy.
Oh my god.
Is she a rock?
Can someone sign me? No.
We're a little chaotic today. I haven't seen Claire in like 2 weeks, y'all.
I know. It's been a while.
Yeah. I was like, why is the energying today? And then I was like, because I haven't seen you in a while. And this is the little dose I needed.
Yes.
Love.
The weekly dose of
chaos.
Clairitonin. That was cute.
That was
I'm so proud of myself.
That also sounds like it could be a thing. I was like, wait, is that not a real
Claritin
drug?
Clear?
No. Go back, please. Please take that back immediately.
I'll try. Oh. No, I won't.
Okay, another side tangent. Just now when we were at board game night, I was DJing and I put on one of my boy band 5-star songs, and it's a song that I play religiously and my partner knows. And then there's one part where they like kind of emo punk like scream, but it's like very high pitched, and that's not the point. But
the emo punk scream.
That's not the point. But we're literally in the middle of playing board games, and then I'm like kind of singing along, my partner's humming along, and we're sitting on the bench next to each other, and then both him and I just go like do the noise, and then he just continued. And our friend Jeff, who's sitting across, he turns to my partner, he's like, so do you want to take that back?
He's like, excuse me, what the fuck was that?
No, literally. He's like, hey, but do you want to take that back by any chance? And my partner's like, no, I'm good. He's like, because I would like nothing more than for you to undo the last moment that just happened.
I could have gone my whole life
never hearing that.
Yeah. But he does have a talent for making high-pitched screaming noises.
He does. He really does.
How do we know this?
Because he's unhinged when he plays Mario Kart.
Or he does karaoke.
Oh my god. Or foosball. Did you know foosball is also in that realm?
I think I did.
Yeah.
I forgot when or where.
I think it was at Jeff's old place.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something. But yeah.
I didn't witness the foosball yelp.
Is like, how would you describe that noise that he makes?
Isn't there there's a name for it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's kind of
definitely
like,
not Yelp. Like,
it's not Yelp. No. Not the chant that you do in Hawaii.
Oh, my Samoan scream?
Yes, the Simone scream. It's like the Mexican equivalent.
Oh, yes. There's
a word for it.
Yes, there is a word for it. Not coming to my head right now, and I'm afraid to even try because it'll be wrong, and I don't want to do that.
Yes.
And
don't want to offend
I'm
anyone.
trying to get...
Duolingo hasn't taught me this.
Duolingo hasn't taught me this, and I'm not trying to get on the in-laws' bad sides.
Yeah.
But yes, there is a word for it, but that's not what he does.
No, it's not.
There is a thing that exists. It's not what he's doing, but
No.
there is a thing that
He has
exists.
his own unique flair.
He does.
His panache.
I think it's... I'm not gonna like blast his last name, but I'm pretty sure it's like that, because I was telling his sister's boyfriend at the time, about it, and he's like, oh yeah, she does it too. And I was like, what are you talking about? And like, their family adjacent to us were playing foosball, also ironically, and she does like it was like almost on command. She made the noise but higher pitch because female. And I was like, yeah, it sounds like that. And he's like, yeah, welcome to my world. And I was like, dude, how are we gonna do this? Yeah, so genetics, maybe, I don't know.
Could be a genetic thing.
Could be a genetic thing.
Yeah, maybe.
I've derailed completely, but
Yes, but rolling back. If you're watching the videos, or if you're not watching the videos, you should. If
Absolutely.
you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon for whenever we post. I think we're going to be posting on Wednesdays from now on.
Yeah.
So our actual podcast episodes will drop on all the different platforms on Tuesdays, and then we'll have our videos on Wednesdays. And I think now we're going to do a little more video.
yeah.
Have a little
That's
more
the
content
goal.
in our videos.
That's the goal. So if you would like extra content, don't forget to hit the YouTube channel to see and hear more chaos.
Yes. Just a little incentive.
Wink, wink, hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Exactly. But welcome back to the Midnight Memo. I don't even think we fully introduced.
Nope. I said
again.
the word and I was
Yes.
like, Kristen, you're spoilers. Gosh.
Spoiler alert.
I know. Sorry.
Welcome back to the Midnight Memo. We hope you're having a great night. My name is Claire.
And I'm Kristen.
And yeah, this week I feel like it's a lot of a catch up because we haven't seen each other in a while. I'm still sick.
So
that hasn't
been
changed.
that long.
Hasn't changed. I literally went to urgent care today to get antibiotics for it, and then they were like, oh, it's viral, not bacterial, so sucks to suck.
Yeah.
So-
Big oof.
Yeah, I'm so over being sick. Like, being sick is, I honestly feel like, the worst thing.
Yeah, 100%. But
It's just...
sorry, bias. Women handle being sick better. Men will act like death.
Yeah.
Men will act like they've gotten shot over like maybe a little sniffle and a little bit of cough. Usually, this is a stereotype. No one take that out of left field. But like usually, but I will now that I have someone who can take care of me. I fully I'm like no. If you're gonna act like a baby when you're sick, I'm gonna act like a baby when I'm sick now.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm usually, push through it, whatever.
Yeah.
Strong woman.
Throw some Tylenol on it, I'll
rub
get
some
through.
dirt in it.
Yeah,
You'll be
exactly,
fine.
and I'll get through it usually.
Yeah, but if my boyfriend's around and I'm sick, I'll be like,
Help me!
help me. Can I have soup?
No, literally same.
Yeah.
Literally the same.
Like, all feminism just drains from my body.
Drains from my body.
I'm like, babe, I can't lift my arm.
I know. Oh yeah,
Can you?
the biggest baby.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I'm such a baby. And then sometimes I'll have an out of body experience where I'll hear myself and I'm like, that's disgusting. And the feminism leaves my body and watches me over like a little ghost from the next dimension and it's looking down and she's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. And then I'm like, ew, you're right. And then I'm like, but am I gonna stop right now? No. And then I continue whatever I was just doing.
Exactly. Yeah. But
I have seen a TikTok that was also everything, as you can tell, all my media is TikTok, in case that's not been clear so far. But lately, my For You page has been like these guys posting, and they're saying like what a flex it is as a man being in a heterosexual relationship, when, especially if you're the type of guy apparently to date a more independent woman, that it's such a flex when you can take her, like, an independent woman is emulating more masculine energy of that go-getter, that, you know, I have it all, I have it figured out. And when you can take her out of her masculine energy and into her feminine energy where she just wants to be like a big baby around you. And I was like,
it honestly is. And
I never thought of that though. I was like, oh my God, that's so true.
Yeah.
That's like what, yes.
Yeah. And I think secretively.
Those are both words.
They're both words?
They're both words.
Wow.
Wow, you were aiming for one and you got two.
Thank you. I have a bachelor's degree. Thank you so much.
And a minor.
I have a minor in mathematics.
The math is mathing. The words are wording.
She's doing her best. I think secretively, girls who emulate that masculine energy or just like are very powerful in general like to be able to do that, and they like secretly want to have a person who they can be a baby with.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Where they don't have to control.
It's because what
that
they're
part.
lacking. All they know is being masculine, emulating that masculine like independent energy. So when they can finally have like a piece of like feminine energy, they're like, oh my God, like it's like when, drugs. It's such a kick of, I don't know if it's serotonin, but it's like a drug where you're like, whoa, this is what it is.
Yeah,
I don't know, I feel like.
Yeah, I think it's also it's like when they say powerful women like to be submissive in the bedroom.
Oh, yes.
I feel like it's a similar energy to that.
Yeah.
Where it's
the same vein, for sure.
Where it's like, oh, I don't have to worry about being the one in control at this moment. Like, I know that you'll take care of it.
Yeah.
So, I get it.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. How did we get here?
I don't know. I was going to talk about...
Sorry.
Okay. Adulting. One thing.
Whoa. How? Okay.
It was,
take me on the ride.
It was going back to when I was talking about when I was sick.
Okay.
Or how I'm still sick.
Yes.
And
being ill.
Yeah. And the fact that I learned that you can grow into having allergies. Like, if you didn't have, like, I didn't have any allergies as a kid.
Yep.
And I've grown into having allergies, which I think is so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because.
But can you grow out of an allergy?
Yeah, you can grow out of allergies.
Okay, well, at least it works both ways, because that would be terrible if you can only add on rather than subtract. Ugh.
But it's so rude because I feel like I'm growing into having allergies and like seasonal allergies, especially to pollen and things like that. And then I was like, I feel like seasonal allergies, isn't that like during spring and summer when people get seasonal allergies? But it's like fall. So why am I getting allergies now?
Are you sure they're seasonal allergy? Like, are you
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. This is I'm self-diagnosing. WebMD said I have
Claire MD says.
Yeah, but I was in a room somewhere in Nashville this past week, and something in the room was making me sneeze so much. Like I was in there for maybe
just in a room. Are you sure it's not dust?
It might be dust
instead of pollen. I feel like that's a more likely culprit given the season.
Yeah,
but anyways.
But yeah, I literally sneezed 4 times within like the 2 minutes I was in there.
I fucking hate sneezing.
I love sneezing.
I fucking hate it. My partner also, okay, again, how Claire's like my partner. He loves sneezing. Every time I sneeze, I describe how much I hate it. And then he's like, I don't understand. Like, sneezing is so satisfying. And I hate it.
Oh, no, it just feels like everything gets flushed.
I think more than hating, like, the feeling of it, I don't like people being around when I sneeze. Because I don't want people to see me sneeze.
Yeah. Like, no one has a pretty sneezing face.
Exactly. No one has a pretty sneezing face. And then, like, when you sneeze, especially, like, now after COVID, everyone's kind of like,
And being Asian, everyone's like,
yeah, exactly. So that's
listen,
why
it's still there. The prejudice is still there.
I think that's why I hate sneezing.
Yeah.
Is I'm like, don't look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm at home, I'll sneeze. It still feels weird because I live with my partner, so I still am like, don't look at me. But like, it's not nearly as weird because I'm like, we live. Like I can't escape you. And this,
Yes.
you're gonna be here.
I should practice pretty sneezing.
It's not gonna know.
Where you just go and then.
Well, okay, that's what my brother teases me. He's like, why do you sneeze like that? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, because I like, not squeak, but like, you know, I do the typical girly, like high pitched sneeze usually. I don't know how or why I do it. I think it's because I'm trying not to sneeze so much that's like the little bit of air that comes out instead.
Yeah. I am like, nah, I'm loud and proud.
Dude. Yeah. Wind up for that bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially, for some reason, it always takes a while for me to actually sneeze. So I'm just stuck in that perpetual, like,
squinting at the world.
oh, yeah. I'm there for like a minute and then I'll sneeze.
Nah.
It's really good. It's really cute look.
I hate sneezing.
I love it. Anyway, hate being sick, hate allergies.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think you should be able to grow into allergies.
Yeah.
Very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
Yes, everything's wrong with it.
That's
I
Mother
hate
Nature trying to take us out. I totally believe that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And side note, pollen. Mm-hmm. The reason that there's so much pollen is because there's only male trees.
Yep.
God, I learned so much on TikTok. Listen.
But you know why there's only male trees, right?
Yeah, because they didn't want like the female and male trees to pollinate and grow more fruit because they didn't want to have to pick up fruit everywhere.
Yep.
Men ruin everything. Just saying.
Aren't they though?
They are. Hello. If you're hearing this, that means we have found a break in our trains of thought. I know. Kind of crazy. Like our podcast isn't chaotic or something like that. Anyway, this week we have a sponsor for this episode, and our sponsor is Newsly. And you're probably wondering, what is Newsly? Well, Newsly is an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up the most trending articles on the web on topics you choose at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time, the entire web becomes listenable, all in one place. So you can stop scrolling and start listening. You can follow any topic as specific as you'd want, from sports to business to Bitcoin or even the Kardashians. And they have podcasts as well. Explore trending podcasts from over 80 countries. Our podcast, The Midnight Memo, will be there too. So make sure to check them out, download and use Newsly for free now from www.newsly.me or from the link we have down in our description. You can also use the promo code TMM for 1 month of free premium subscription. That is right. So make sure to go check us out on the Newsly app. You will not regret it. And now back to the podcast. Can you guys read our song?
For those on video, they can.
Yeah. But we're doing some toilet talk today. Wow.
Wow, segue.
I feel like the name Toilet Talk could lend itself to being kind of disgusting. But I feel like it's not going to be disgusting. Yeah. So don't worry, guys.
Yeah, we have the best intentions with this.
Yes.
Let me just alleviate that stress.
Yeah. I guess it's more of like typical what happens in the bathroom area in general for girls versus guys.
Yeah. Okay, the reason why this came up, so backstory. Literally 2 hours ago, I saw these people and I truly don't remember how we got there, but someone made a reference to being, you know, when you go as a girl, you go clubbing, you go out to the bars, and when you're in the bathroom, the serotonin of having a drunk girl compliment you when you're in the bathroom and just like the hype up that energy that you get from there. So one of the girls was saying that, and then the dudes on the other side were like, oh yeah, we don't do that. And I was like, yeah, but you'll never get the serotonin of that moment. And they're like, well, yeah, because we just go in and out. And then I went into like psychologist mode for some reason. And I was like, why is that? Like, why? And they're like, well, you don't want to just be hanging around while guys are doing their business. And I was like, interesting. Do you think it's because you as guys don't want to hang around in the bathroom, or is the environment not bred for you guys? And they were like, what the fuck are you talking about, Kristen? And I was like, think about it. You guys go to the bathroom, and unlike in women's bathrooms where we have nothing but stalls, which is why we take 10,000 years, you guys also have urinals, which is kind of, you're half exposed kind of in a way. You're not meant to, but you kind of are. And then I know the guy rules of like, can't stand next to, like, you always have to leave a stall or a urinal in between, blah, blah, blah. Like, you guys have weird rules of like, spatial, don't be around me. So do you think it's maybe because the urinals are out that you guys in general just have this like, don't look at me, what I'm doing, which is fair. And therefore you don't feel like it's safe to just hang around in the bathroom? And they're like, no, because I just go in there to go pee and get out. And I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
But do you think you do that because you were bred in this environment? And I was just going in on them, and they're like, no, Kristen, we just do that. And I was like, I don't know. I think it's partly you guys just do that because you're men and you guys are just, you know, built different, where one track mission oriented mindset, and another part because your facilities do not warrant just being drunk at the mirror and then looking over at another girl who's about to call her ex and being like, no girl, you shouldn't do that, you're too gorgeous, you're too beautiful, you are too good for this man, and just hyping them up.
The subculture of men's bathrooms versus women's bathrooms are so drastically different,
right? Because think about just those two things.
And even the subculture of women's bathrooms, because there are like different types of women's bathrooms, you know, like there's the club a women's bathroom versus getting ready to go out to the club women's bathroom versus where you're at a restaurant, I need to go to the bathroom, all the girls go together.
Yes.
Like it's
because have you seen Harry Potter? She died going to the bathroom by herself. Have you seen Harry Potter?
Yes.
Spoilers if you haven't, but it's been like 18 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Anyways. Subculture.
Yeah. Like the many subcultures of girls in the bathroom itself. Like when you're getting ready to, I don't know, like by yourself in the bathroom for women, you can take a really long time.
Yeah.
Like just, and it's not because you're actually doing anything productive and like actually getting ready. But
it's
like,
a whole process.
You turn on the music, you start jamming out, you have your own mini concert in the bathroom, you try on like 5 different outfits, none of them look good.
No.
Then you break down and then start looking through the rest of your closet for different clothes.
Okay, at the first wedding we went to this past wedding season, I had a mental breakdown because my mother did not mentally prepare me. And I flew in from my flight at like, got in at midnight, and my mom's like, oh, we have to leave for the wedding at noon. And I was like, you're telling me I have 12 hours, 8 of those I need for sleep, and you expect me to get ready in 4 hours? Mm-hmm. Have you seen my natural hair? It had a whole melt. So I had a meltdown getting ready the next morning, like trying to do it in time. Mm-hmm. And then at some point my boyfriend had to come in, he had to calm me down. And then when he left, he like put on a bunch of music for me, like set me up in my ritual environment to help me get ready. And he left. And then my dad came into the bathroom later. He's like, oh, so you just needed like music or something to get you out of that mood. And I was like, I'm still in a mood, please leave. And he's like, you're doing much better. And like, yeah, he was just like, you have it all, you know. I was doing better. I was actually doing my hair, felt a lot better, felt more confident. Just, it's different.
Yeah.
When you have the setup.
Yeah, it is. And then like guys, I don't even know what they do. They put on a different pair of pants.
They don't need to do anything.
They don't.
Like, and then speaking of weddings too, right? Like when guys, maybe we're going even to just getting ready. Like for women getting ready for the wedding, right? They will literally 9 a.m. will be, you know, meeting with the makeup artist, the hair artist, or the hairstylist, getting their makeup done, getting their hair done for them, the entire bridal party, blah, blah, blah. Guys go golfing or something. They'll roll out at noon, have a couple brewskis on the, you know, on the greens, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's an hour before my wedding as the groom. And it's like, maybe I should pull out that tux from its zipper bag. Not even put it on, just pull it out of there.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
they honestly don't do anything. It's very frustrating.
I sometimes wish I was a male just to not have that maintenance. Sometimes. I think, like, for a split second, I'm like, damn, imagine I don't have to get ready 3 hours before. Imagine.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But it's also way more fun being a girl.
It is. And there was that one video of the woman who played the Wasp.
Oh, yes. Okay, I know exactly which.
Man.
Marvel talk. Yep,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
So, if y'all have ever seen any Marvel movies, you know that all the superheroes wear these very intricate, somewhat uncomfy looking bodysuits for their armor. And like there's the Ant-Man and the Wasp, and the woman who plays the Wasp, I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
I was going to say, should I look it up real quick?
Yeah. She was in this interview and she was like, oh my gosh, I've been listening to all these guys complain about how uncomfortable their bodysuits are and like all this stuff for years. And then I was like, oh, maybe I just have like a really comfortable bodysuit, or like, am I the one that has the best bodysuit in all of the Marvel?
MCU,
yeah. Whatever. But then she was like, then I realized women are just used to being uncomfortable. Yeah. Like, we know beauty is pain. And for guys, they're like, oh, if it's hugging my thigh too tight, I was like, it's everything is uncomfy. And it's like, boys, we wear thongs by choice. Like,
yeah,
we wear heels by choice.
Yeah.
You know? And like all the bodices.
Choice
and
in
like,
air quotes, just want to make that clear, but.
Yes, but. And then like guys, when they have like the smallest inconvenience of something that's a little uncomfortable, they're like, ugh.
Bat wings. When guys.
What?
You know when
guys have bat wings?
Yeah.
What are...
This is how we know you didn't grow up with a brother.
Yeah, I feel like I'm taking this very literally. Are they in costume? Batman.
Not at all. When guys' balls stick to the inside of their leg and they do that weird like...
Oh, it's always the...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like... And they try to be so sly about it,
but
too.
Then
they're
it's
just like...
so... But they try to be subtle and it's like... But they do unnatural movements. Like,
yeah. I'm like, in the nicest possible way, you are not sly. I see you,
right,
sir.
Exactly. So it's like that. Like, it's a minor inconvenience. You know, sometimes your thong is just like way too high up and it's uncomfy, but like you just kind of like, you adjust and it's fine. And at least I don't know of the male variety being like, oh, we know when women, like, it's not as a known thing, at least from what I know, but it is definitely a known thing in the female community where you're like, oh yeah, we see, like, guys are like, oh yeah, they don't know about that. I'm like, no, we see it. We just, what are we, like, we can't help you with that. Like, we can't correct you. You guys just don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know why it sometimes gives me the ick when guys do that. I know they need to, but I'm like,
yeah, that's fair.
Do you actually need?
Can't you just tough it out?
Yeah, come on. It's not that hard. You guys are being really sensitive right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You were talking about I can't find her. All that's coming up is Hope, and I'm like, I don't.
Her name is Hope.
No, the actress who plays Hope.
Is that her name?
No, Hope is the daughter. Right?
Fake
fans. Oh, her name is Hope. Whoops. I was like, oh, her name's not Hope.
Yes.
Her.
Anyway. Toilet talk.
We're so derailed. Oh
I know.
Gosh.
This will be really fun editing for me. But I know, okay, you did mention like peeing in the bathroom, like for guys.
I would really hope that's where you do it.
And you know what? In emergencies, you have to make exceptions.
Emergencies aside, I would hope that's your default.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Anyway.
Guys, when they pee in the bathroom, from what we know and the information we've gathered from the males in our life.
The male specimens.
Yeah, they have these like weird rules where I guess it kind of makes sense since like you're not in a stall per se.
Yeah.
You're using the urinals. So you have access or like have the opportunity to make eye contact with others.
Why don't they just build the urinals with full walls?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why the dividers stop right here.
Exactly.
They should just go all the way up.
If the issue is eye contact, like you don't want someone to see you, like either well, my first proposal is just put a whole fucking stall in there. But maybe they don't want it to be backed up like the women's restroom. But at the same time, I'm like, fuck y'all, like, understand our pain. Side notes. But, like, if it's literally just because you don't want to make eye contact, yeah, just build the walls all the way.
Triggered.
I know, that's why I looked at the camera. I was like, build the urinal stall boarding. Nope, that still doesn't work.
Yeah. Build the separators.
Build the separators all the way up.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, it's weird because guys will.
The solution's right there. So male. The solution is right there.
Yeah.
Right in front of you.
I don't know. Guys are stupid. But like along with that, I feel like it's the one area where girls are closer to each other and more comfortable with one another than guys are.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the times in the outside world, if girls don't know each other, you know, like it's definitely, you have that automatic separation kind of standoffishness if you don't know someone and you're just like,
I'd say that's 50. I'd argue 50-50.
really? Like,
yeah.
If I didn't know you and I just wouldn't feel comfortable getting like super close to you. Like there's a certain personal space that you give someone that you don't know.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, fair.
Then we go into the bathroom and then all of a sudden it's like girls are completely fine to be like talking to each other between stalls, yelling, does anyone have a tampon? You know, like hyping each other up when you're drunk and you have no idea who the person is.
Yeah.
Like, and the guys, complete opposite.
Yeah.
They're like, no eye contact, don't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
If there's
in and out.
Yeah.
Don't
if there's only one space in between the two urinals, you will wait. You won't go until another person leaves and then you'll go. Like, it's very weird. Mm-hmm. What's the fear, guys?
I don't know.
You literally hit each other on the butt for sport, so like, what's the difference?
Exactly. I don't know.
Do you get pee shy in bathrooms?
No, not for pee. Because it's like, you know what I'm in here doing.
Yeah.
I might feel a little self-conscious if it's like particularly loud because I really had to pee. But like, it's not going to stop, you know, the process has to do what the process has to do. It's not going to stop me from what I got to do.
Yeah.
Do you get pee shy?
No. I think I used to get pee shy, but then I was like, everyone pees.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to be ashamed of. I think
that's the bare minimum of why you should be in here.
Yeah. I think if anything, I was embarrassed of pooping.
Yeah. That's fair. And I still am. Like that, I'm shy.
Yeah.
And like you said, like everyone does it, so I like tell myself that, but it's like it's weird. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the sneeze thing, you know, like don't look at me. It's more I don't want anyone to hear it. You know?
That's fair because it's like very like very apparent, like you know.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like if someone hears, I'm like I want to die. Like I'd rather just no. And it's worse. The worst is when it's just you and the one other person. If it's like at least like if it's like a busy like if it's a busy bathroom, you know, like people are going in and out, then it's like sorry that there's a lot of people here. You're all going to be collateral damage, but at least there's no apparent culprit.
Yeah. And then you have after you poop or like you something else like you're just literally losing your shit a little bit in the bathroom. You have the stall standoff where if you're only two people in the bathroom, like you don't want to come out first.
Yes.
So you're both just like sitting in there silently.
Well, it's worse if the other person does. Hopefully they just gotta pee and you just gotta like, if it happens that like when you're finishing up that they are too, you're like, okay, they just finished, like I can wait 10 seconds, but God forbid you can't, or like for whatever reason, or like like you said, you have a standoff. Oh, I'd rather die than have those moments.
And then like if it was like a particularly rough day in the bathroom and like you're in a public place, right? Yeah. I feel just like, or at like work or something where where people can like identify you by your shoes.
Dude, the bathroom on my floor of my building only has 3 stalls, and usually we can get away, you know, we pull kind of like a male thing of like, you know, you always alternate. But like on the rough days where you can't, I'm like, oh no. Because my office is only so big. Well, okay, my office itself, but like my building office is very small. So comparatively, I could know these people. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, it's the shame you feel like when they can recognize your shoes. Because then like, or if you didn't know who it was at first, and then like you're walking like in the lunchroom or whatever, and then you recognize the shoes and you're like, oh, it was you. Like,
I don't feel like I've ever noticed someone's shoes long. I either know it before or I'm gonna forget it immediately after, for both of our sakes. Like, we're just not gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot, but I remember really important things.
Shoes.
And the shoes in the stalls next to me, especially if it was a memorable experience.
I don't think I've had that memorable of an experience yet, and I hope not to.
That's good. There was one time, oh my gosh, if you've ever been sick on an airplane, it's the worst place to be sick because, one, there's only like 3 stalls, bathrooms on the back of the plane, and you're in such close proximity that like if something is going awry, not as planned, like you're kind of stuck there, like, and then people just like see you, and they can, if they're sitting at the back of the plane, you can smell everything.
Dude, yeah. Objectively, being in the back of the plane is the worst possible place.
It's the worst. And so there was one time, it was actually my first time going to Hawaii. I was sick on the plane to Hawaii.
No.
So I literally spent the 6-hour flight in the bathroom stall. Yeah, it was the worst. And I was so embarrassed because like, obviously one stall is going to be occupied literally the entire flight. And like, and then
wait,
like
sick, like front or back?
Back. Yeah. And so it was not a good time. It was not a good time. And then like the people, like when I came out of the stall, like when they were doing the initial descent, like everyone go back to your seats. I was like, if I can, just like the shame I felt. And I was like, I have to look down. I can't make eye contact with anyone.
Wait, were you sitting in one of the planes that has the 242 or 2 3 or 323?
No, it was just the 3 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
That's
just like,
still tough.
It's, because obviously there's only been one person in and out of that bathroom the entire flight.
Yeah, and the people next to you are like, this person has been gone the entire flight.
Yeah. So.
That's tough.
Yeah. I think that's the worst place I've been sick.
That's fair. That's a pretty bad one. So that's fair.
Airport or airplane toilet.
But yeah, mine was at a wedding, but it was front, not back.
Oh, that is rough.
Yeah, it was very rough. I was all dressed up. I was all cute, looking so cute. And then I was defeated. I got food poisoning. It was rough.
That is rough.
Yeah. I got it literally right, like the meal I had right before the wedding is what killed me. And I just like sat down for the ceremony. And about 5 minutes in, I was like, nope. And it was in a church, and apparently churches don't have bathrooms. Apparently.
They don't?
I guess not. I don't know. This one didn't. I was like texting my partner. I was like, hey, does this church have a bathroom? And he's like, no, why? And I was like, oh, no reason. I'm just about to die.
Yeah. Oh, question that you had posed earlier. How long do you wait in a relationship to poop?
Yes. I was like, what did I say earlier? I said a lot of things. Okay. How long did you wait?
I don't think very long. I mean, to be honest, I was like, better to just get everything out in the open early on to like see if they can vibe, or to see if they're like, what is it? Opposed to it? Not opposed.
If they're ick. If they give the ick.
Yeah, if they're weird about it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I'm just like, listen, guys are gross. You're used to it. Like if I will pay you $20 right now if you take your hand and wipe your butt, and if it comes out clean, I will pay you $20. Like you're gross, so girls poop. Oh
my god, that's so funny.
Like boys,
Boys are gross.
Boys are gross. So I'm like, I can talk about poop, and then
Also, as an educational thing, women are grosser, honestly.
Yes,
We're just hygienic. Like, I feel like when it comes to certain things, like the bathroom, we're more hygienic. Usually. I know some real gross girls. Mm-hmm. I know some real nasty people out there. So I know it's not all of them, but usually the bathroom is like where we try to keep it like the one space, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's like, I don't know why guys for some reason have, or a lot of the times if they, I don't know, didn't grow up with sisters or whatever, they're like, they have this idea that women are just like very clean all the time and very like, oh, ladies don't poop, like all this stuff. Like, no, we're gross. We got skid marks and we have other stuff because we're women.
Yep. One relationship green flag though, when my partner moved into his own place and getting all the things he needs, because this was the first time he was going to live on his own, he was like, oh, I really need a trash can with a lid. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I need a little trash can with a lid for the bathroom, so that way if people or ladies need to throw something away, there's a little lid to just put it away. And I was like, I didn't even, like, I've just always done that, and I've always had I guess I've either had a trash can with a lid, or I've never thought about it that far. And if I've been in a situation either at someone else's place or something, yeah, like, I've done the thing. I've hid the pad, the tampon, whatever, like, under all the tissues. Yeah. Disgusting. I hate doing that. But, like, if you got to do it, you got to do it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, my God, you think of that. That was, like, it was very cute. It was a very cute moment.
Yeah. The other day, because I do really well at planning trips. I always plan it right when I'm going to get my period. It's like a talent of mine. Yeah. Just forget that I'm going to. It happens every few weeks. Happens but every single month. When in doubt, Claire will forget when she has her period.
Yeah. I've been doing that a lot lately, too. I'm blaming you.
Okay. Because we always go on trips when I'm, like, supposed to get my period. I was, like, needing a tampon, and Bud just, like, had one ready in his backpack. He's like, so I have one, but I need a replacement one if you're going to use it. And I was like,
writes down a little note, buy backup, replace new backup tampon.
Yeah. I was like, thank you.
Wait, QQ, was it the right size?
Yes. Wow. Yeah. There was a girl on TikTok who was doing, like, a similar test with her boyfriend, and it was, instead of sizes, it was flavors.
Oh my God, yes.
She's like, no, can I not have the lemon one? It's going to be too sour. Can you get me the mango? He's like, he looks so puzzled. He was like, what?
I wonder if that's a man who did the, like way back when the, if you dip your balls in soy sauce, like you can taste it or whatever. Like if that's a man who did that, and if so, he would have been even more confused. He would have been like, oh my God, you too.
You have that power? I have that power.
It's not your male superpower.
My male superpower? Tasting soy sauce with my balls?
Yeah.
Wow. That would be a lame superpower.
Can I get a refund on this?
Yeah.
Returns in exchange, please.
Would you rather have that power or no power at all? I feel like no power at all. Because, like, what am I really missing?
But, okay, so you were pretty early for the...
Yes.
For the poop in front of your partner.
Yeah. How about you? How long did you wait?
Bro, I don't think we talked about it.
Have you still not?
I mean, we have two bathrooms.
You, Kristen.
No, okay. Like, I know he poops. But, like, I don't think, like, we've... Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. I think... Yeah, we were dating for, like, a year or something at that point. Because, like, we would only hang out, like, over the weekend, really, like, when we were staying at each other's place. Usually he was staying at mine. And then we started to hang out a little bit more, like, throughout the week. But I think we did not, like, I'm not certain. I don't know when he pooped in front of me. It was probably around then. But I don't think I pooped in front of him till, like, a year or something in. When I was staying at his place for a couple weeks. Because we just got he got a dog, but we got a dog. And we were just there with the dog the entire time. So I was basically, like, squatting at his place for a while. And I was like, at some point I had to poop.
Yeah.
You know? It's been a couple weeks. Kind of had to poop at some point.
Doesn't poop for 2 weeks.
Well, because I don't poop every day like most people do.
Interesting.
Yeah. Probably should get that checked out, but...
Eh.
But yeah, I remember, what was it? I was talking to one of my best friends, and she was like, oh yeah, you know, my morning poop. And I was like, do you poop every morning? And she's like, you don't? And I was like, wait, should I?
No, some people are so regular. Like, I think in college, that was me. Like, I had a specific, like, time frame every single morning where I was like, my body was like, yes, girl. Now, I have so many stomach issues that sometimes I'll go, like, a couple days because the day before, your girl had diarrhea.
Yeah.
So everything just left her body. There's nothing to come out the next couple of days. So, I get you.
Yeah, but I feel like I've always been like that. Like, I'll go days regularly. We'll just... without anything.
You should have some fiber.
I know, but I'm...
Fiber One bars, my gal.
But it's like, I don't feel ill. Like, I don't... Or maybe I don't know. I don't think so. But my dad also says my mom's like that. Where he's like, I'm convinced your mother doesn't poop. And I'm like, you've been together for 40 plus years. I'm pretty sure she
said, I see your 1 year mark. And I raised you 39.
No, literally. He's like, your mom doesn't poop. And I was like, are you saying this because you're trying to be like respectful? Like, oh no, your mom's so cute. Or like, do you really not think mom poops? Like, where are we drawing the line here? And I think it's a little bit of both. Because I also went a really long time where I was like, I've never seen my mother poop.
Interesting.
Yeah.
My mom and I, we have like, I don't know. In some ways, like, again, like I feel like we're best friends.
Yeah.
And we have this like level of friendship, even though we're mother and daughter. We're like, if one of us needs to poop really badly, we'll be like running through the house. We'll be like, ah, like, you know, we're going. Like, we make it known.
You gotta go. Oh my God, that's so chaotic. I love it.
Yeah, especially like if we're driving home and we like we need to go.
Yeah.
And we're like pulling into the garage. We're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Okay, no, me and my partner do that now. If we're coming home, we'll like call which bathroom who has prayer. I did that a lot in my childhood too with me and my brother. Like we had to call if everyone's coming home and everyone has to go at the same time, like you call a bathroom. You know, someone downstairs, upstairs, and middle. Like someone has to call a bathroom. And me and my partner do that sometimes now.
Yeah.
But usually I just I'll go first. He usually lets me go in first, so I get to just pick, and then he has to go with whichever one I don't want.
That's good.
The power. But yeah, did not poop for a while. And I think only recently we not even talked about it, but kind of talked about it. Where I was like, you pooping in there? I know damn well because I can hear TikTok, but
oh my God, yeah, that is the thing. Like, guys, when they go poop, they take years.
Yawns.
Oh my God, it's crazy. Like, I get it. Sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah.
It's like a battle in there. But, like, why are you in there for years?
No, literally.
Like, 2 suns have passed. Are you okay? Are you unwell?
No, literally.
Are you reading the newspaper? What's happening?
My favorite is like, sorry, babe. Like when he goes in the bathroom and he never watches all the TikToks I send him. He will he'll watch maybe like the last 5, but like he won't go. I send him a whole personalized For You page, and then he'll go like he'll just kind of get up, go away, and then I start seeing all these TikTok notifications happening. And I'm like, oh, he's pooping.
Yeah. It's an event in there. Okay, half the time, too, I'm like, are you even pooping? Or are you just sitting there enjoying your, like, peace and quiet time?
I think it's... Oh, I was going to say, I think they just forget what they're doing. But I think it's, maybe it's just the piece of, like, alone time.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of alone space, which is fair. But, like, can you pick the bedroom? Like... If you need to be alone,
yeah,
can you go lay on the bed and do your own thing over there, and not just crashing and camping out in the bathroom?
And then they get up, and you have those red lines on your thighs.
Oh, I was gonna say the rings from the toilet bowl on your thighs. Do you ever get that?
I don't look.
I mean, no, I don't look either. But like, you don't feel it?
No, I'll notice if like. I have the
forearm,
arm, thigh marks.
Yep,
I'm like, oh, Well, that happened.
It was a tough day.
Yeah, we spent a good amount of time in there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was worse. Okay, get 2 bathrooms. I'm just saying. Like, it was so much worse, again, when I was, like, camping out at his place for a couple weeks, and he would have these ventures, and I'm like, listen, sir. Yeah, I was like, I'm about to pee in your sink. Like, we are about to get there. You need to...
We're about to go
need to wrap it up.
bridesmaids and just pee in your sink.
You need to wrap that shit up in there. Like,
yeah. I don't know. Like, now, I guess it's because we have our phones and stuff, but, like, I remember when, like, people would have, like, magazine
racks,
or, like, newspapers or whatever. I'm like, imagine they soon will get TVs in there and just sit there for hours. But guys' bathrooms are kind of disgusting.
I will argue girls are grosser, though.
Yeah. I mean, mine's not great, but it's not horrible.
No. It's like girls are either, like, significantly better where they have, like, the whole aesthetic and, like, you know, cleanliness, organizational TikTok, like, basically everything I want in life. Or they'll be disgusting. Like, they'll just... Because girls, you know, we got period shit, we got hair falling out everywhere, like it's a whole venture.
We have so many skincare things. I have so much lotion. Why? I don't use it.
Same.
Anyway, separate from toilet talk. When you look at the toilet paper, does the toilet paper go this way or this way?
I don't care.
You don't?
I don't. Or at least I don't think so. I've never, like, I know people talk about this and they're like, there's a right way to do it. I don't notice it.
I will admit, like, when I was younger, I didn't think about it too much. But then, like, once I, like, moved into my own place, or I think it was, like, starting college, where I was like, oh, it should go this way.
Which way is your way?
The over. Like, the toilet paper.
The toilet paper is hanging from the back. Or hanging.
No, like, where it falls should be closer to you, like, not towards the wall.
Okay, got you.
Whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't think about it. But my natural reaction would have been to go the other way. Because it's like, then when you pull, it doesn't just keep rolling, right? Because it'll eventually run into the toilet paper roll. I don't know. Again, I don't have a strong preference, but that would have been that's my first instinct.
I see.
Let us know in the comments below. Or DM us, reach out to us, and let us know which way do you roll.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
But
Oh, also, random topic now. Or, still. Guys peeing around the bowl. When guys pee, I have been told, I don't know, someone will have to fact check me. Male specimen, please insert your opinion here. But they have aiming strategies. Yeah.
I'm perplexed.
Like, if we're going straight shooter, right?
Yeah.
It's louder. And if you go towards the edge of the bowl, it's quieter. Or maybe those are inverse. But, like, there's acoustic strategies to this.
There's playing a symphony in there.
Yeah.
They're musically inclined. Imagine Charlie Puth.
Oh my god, do you think he tune checks himself when he's peeing?
Probably. He does it literally.
I literally just watched an interview of him, the BuzzFeed playing with puppies, and then the puppy barked, and he's like, that puppy barked in G sharp, and I was like, stop.
Yeah, I honestly wonder what life would be like to have a perfect pitch.
I just want to go inside his brain and just, like, hear what he hears, just, like, for one day, just, like, going around my life and being like, G sharp, C minor, like, just existing in that. Or is that really annoying? Sounds like a lot of overhead.
I don't know. In some ways, like, I think it would be pretty cool, but sometimes when he does it, it's annoying.
That's fair.
But
like, imagine if you're annoyed by it, imagine existing in his brain. Imagine how cool and incredibly annoying. At this point, do you think he, like, just doesn't find it annoying anymore? Like, he's existed. Or does he still get annoyed with himself on that?
I don't think he gets annoyed with himself. That's the thing. I think he finds himself a genius.
Possibly. But I mean, also, if you found yourself annoying and stuff like that, God, it would be terrible to deal with yourself.
I don't find myself that annoying, and it's still terrible to deal with myself sometimes.
Daggers.
Gotta keep it real.
Daggers. Daggers, my gal.
Yeah. You know. But, okay, the aiming strategy.
The aiming strategy.
I find that's hilarious.
I dare you to ask your partner or ask like the next male you interact with. The next male friend that you interact with. Let's not branch and bring strangers into it. Unless you're strangers on the internet. Hello, I'm listening to this podcast. Please.
Yeah, do you have an aiming strategy?
I want to know your aiming strategy. Because
I'm
I've been
just, like,
told this.
I'm just imagining, like, if girls tried doing that.
But that's why we are aiming backwards. We're not aiming for shit. And
Yeah.
in general, we can't really miss. It's really hard to fuck that up.
Yeah. Like, I've never aimed for anything. I just sit and it happens. Mm-hmm. But, like, that's so interesting that guys will have a strategy on how to do it. I thought you were going to go with the sense of when guys wake up in the morning, it's harder for them because of morning wood.
Morning wood. Yeah, I wonder. Do you lean over the toilet? Do you just like wait? Do you have to wait?
I don't know. Let us know. We're very interested.
Yeah.
Actually, we're interested.
Let's not stretch it here. Oh my god, have you farted in front of your partner?
I think by accident. I try not to fart too much in front of people. Sometimes it happens.
Fair?
But I try
Was
not
that
to.
also an early stage?
No, I think that was later on. Like, I would always do the thing of, like, if I felt like I needed to fart, I would, like, excuse myself and act like I was going to the bathroom so that I could, like...
you were dedicated. I don't even do that much.
But it's hard because I'm, like, a very gassy person in general.
Okay.
Classy and gassy.
Classy and gassy.
I have socks that say that, actually.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
But what about you?
Yeah, I don't remember at what point in the relationship, but yeah, around the same time where we were getting to the point where we can't really hide it anymore because we were essentially living together. Mm-hmm. I had, but I've never been caught, and he's never said anything, and I don't think he knows that I have, or I think, and I want, if I'm wrong, never correct me. Like, never tell me otherwise. Let me live in this delusion.
Yeah.
That, like, you have never heard or believed that I fart, because I want to live in that reality. Mm-hmm. But if he has, I've never been caught. Like, he's never said anything.
Okay.
As it should be. Do not point this out to me. Mm-hmm. But I have got multiple times. And I think the first time we didn't have our dog yet, Mocha. Mm-hmm. We didn't have Mocha yet, so couldn't hide it.
Yeah.
Now we have a dog. And I tried to bail him out where I was like, oh, Mocha.
Yeah.
And then he won't say it. Like, he like won't get it. And he just has this guilty look on his face. And I'm like, just lie to me. Just lie. I'll be like, oh my god, what's that smell? Did Mocha fart? And he's like, I'm like, just say yes. Just say yes. And the worst part is he would just look at me, pause, and then be like, yeah, that was Mocha. Ew, Mocha, you farted. And I'm like, dude, just the worst liar ever.
Good.
Absolute worst liar.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel as embarrassed to poop in front of my partner as I do farting.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I feel like it's the opposite. But maybe, again, that's because I haven't been caught yet.
Once you get caught.
Dude,
and
I know. No. Don't speak it into existence.
Anyway, do you have any other toilet talk couple of comments? Topics. Toilet talk topics. That's hard. You should try to say it.
I don't want to anymore. I did. Didn't you?
Yeah. Amazing.
Thank you. I don't think so. I think that's everything for me.
Cool.
I think that's all the shit I want to say.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of the Midnight Memo.
Yeah.
If you have any other toilet talk topics that you want to drop down in the comments below, please do.
Yes.
Let us know that we're not the only ones who are ashamed of
Public
having poops in public. Next time maybe we can talk about why women only have like 3 stalls in public bathrooms, and like why the women's line is always miles long and the guys' bathroom is just
I
like
think it also
immediate.
has to do with our clothes. I'm just gonna say it. Clothes are not meant to fashion.
Leave any comments down below, any other topics that relate to this. Tell us how you like to roll your toilet paper, if you have a preference.
Yes.
Little checklist. If you haven't subscribed to us, do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Leave us a review. It would super help us out.
Don't forget to follow us on our social medias. That will be listed amongst the screen. And check out the description for a special plug to an app that we are on.
Oh, yes. If you guys didn't know, we're on Newsly, the app.
Yes.
So we'll have all of our information down below.
So you can get 1 month free premium subscription.
Yes, we do have a code with them. So if you're at all interested, make sure to sign up. 1 month completely free. So do it.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday/Wednesday. You'll hear from us next Tuesday. You'll see us next Wednesday.
All right. Bye.
Bye.